Hello there, my name is Shirley Ejapon, and I'm giving a presentation today for first year general education teachers about vocabulary fluency and comprehension and how difficulties in these areas might manifest for students with or without exceptionalities in K to 12 grade levels at Woodson High School. So, vocabulary definition is known that it is essential for students' reading comprehension, writing skills, communication, and students' overall academic achievement. Students who have strong vocabulary skills can express themselves precisely and understand others accurately. Vocabulary is the word collection, phrases, and expression readers use when reading, listening, writing, or speaking. Students use vocabulary to understand words they know and can effectively use. Students in the K to 12 grade levels, especially ninth graders, can make connections to sound letters and be able to decode a text they are reading if they have learned to use phonemic awareness and phonics. During the test reading, students need to use context clues to understand unfamiliar words. Also, students can use strategies like dictionaries, word parsing, word prefix, suffixes, and roots. And then they can be able to search meaning of unfamiliar words or vocabularies. Some of the difficulties students have with vocabulary in real-life scenarios are, for example, students struggle to understand idioms, metaphors, or to learn new words. Also, students with limited vocabulary struggle with reading comprehension and they are unable to accurately decode words. Students also struggle with drawing inferences from their readings, and also they struggle to understand complex ideas in the text they are reading. As a result, these students tend to make frequent grammatical and spelling errors, and they find it difficult with self-expression, both orally and with also with written expression. Ninth graders who have mastered fluency are quick to read, with accuracy, expression, and with comprehension. When students read with fluency, they do not struggle with word recognition. Their focus is understanding the text by processing the meaning of the word they are reading and making connections within the text to improve comprehension. According to Endo 2022, she stated that fluency is the ability for students to read connected text accurately and an appropriate rate with expression that incorporates the ability to change one's pitch and stress, as well as attend to meaningful phrases and intonations. As a result, for students to become a better reader, teachers must instruct students by using repeated and monitored oral reading approach by allowing the students to read passages aloud multiple times and receive teacher guidance feedback on their reading. If students struggle with fluency in real-life scenarios, for example, students from K to 12 readers benefit from explicit phonic instruction focused on decoding two syllables and multisyllabic words, especially in the elementary level. Students will need additional instruction in vocabulary and building background knowledge and learn foundational decoding, spelling skills in specific word reading difficulties. Students with specific reading comprehension difficulties have poor reading comprehension. And so during class readings, they have a hard time understanding the text that is being given to them, and they take a longer time to complete assignments because they cannot make sense with the word they are reading. They are reading the word and they are reading at a slower pace, whilst their peers are ahead of them. And as a result, even though this might be an average reading skill, students with mixed reading difficulties have a combination of weakness in word reading skills and core comprehension. Comprehension, according to Reading Rackets 2025, stated that comprehension is the reason for reading. If readers can read a word but do not understand or connect to what they are reading, they are not really reading. Good readers are both purposeful and active as they have the skill to absorb what they read, analyze what they are reading, and make sense of what they are reading and make the reading their own. During reading comprehension, students from K to 12 grades, especially 9th graders, are able to understand the meaning of the text they are reading by actively thinking as they read, using personal experiences, making connections to background knowledge, and making inferences to gain deeper understanding of what they are reading. Reading comprehension skills and strategies that can make a strong reader during the reading process are, for example, students self-monitoring their understanding and checking for understanding as they read the reading material. Also, students adjusting the reading speed if the reading material tends to be difficult, and address any comprehension problem they might have or know when they don't completely understand the text they are reading. Also, students can visualize and create mental images of what they are reading, and they can ask themselves questions during the reading process, and also try to summarize the main ideas in the text they are reading. When students are having difficulty with reading comprehension, some of the real-life scenarios are, for example, students struggles with difficulties in understanding instruction, nonverbal communication. Also, students tend to struggle with social interaction, reading in general, and they find it difficult to follow instructions when given in the classroom or with specific details. Students also tend to struggle with making inferences, and they have problems with problem solving, and as a result, they have limited participation in classroom discussions and activities when working in small groups. Also, students might tend to have difficulties with context cues or other social norms, leading to social awkwardness, misinterpretation when dealing with their peers, and difficulty forming and maintaining real-life meaningful relationship with others. Thank you so much.